So,
Pass.
I'll look it up.
Showtime.
Pouring number 2 already, huh, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Got a problem?
I like your. I like your enthusiasm.
I like your style.
Trying to get right before we do this.
I can appreciate you.
Conversation's a little better with a few
right
drinks
while
in.
we do it.
Well, welcome to show 10, boys.
Show 10.
Number 10.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It really, time has gone fast.
Yes.
Way faster than I thought it would, and things are progressing rapidly. It's been great.
We get a lot of comments. That people are asking about, this. They see us, and it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and I were in a message. We got a message today from somebody we know talking
Yeah.
about how they love the show and
Yeah.
all that. I've been getting a lot of feedback and personal messages. It is nice to hear that people are watching, enjoying, and getting that feedback. It is nice. We're going to be looking for possibly two studio sponsors here to kind of start with. Be putting names in the videos. We got a bunch of stuff. We'll have some details, but if you're interested in that, send us a message or something. We'll get a hold of you. But like, subscribe, share. We're up, according to YouTube, about 16%, I think it was, on views this week here, and that's been great. Things are moving. We had our first video finally go over. We seem to stall at like 450 views.
Really?
The videos seem to stop. But we had one. Of course, it was the one about the marijuana seeds in the Capitol Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one put us over. We were at 600 and something this morning, and then like 1,200 on TikTok. It was kind of cool. I mean, but we finally, Rob and I've been frustrated because you can't get a video over 500.
It's like 440 to 460 is where it just sits.
Yeah, it just collapses there, and we it's annoying.
Is that their algorithm, the way that all goes?
I don't know, but they all seem to stop around between like 420 and 440. Like it's like the breaks. They will go 400 views in an hour and then stop, and it's like, okay, seems weird, but okay.
Yes.
But we finally had one push past 500, and that's been cool.
Cool.
But yeah, like, subscribe, share. Kind of gonna stick with the topic of our children a little bit today. And I kind of want to talk about the importance of showing up for the kids, for their school singing things and football or baseball or basketball or whatever things that they are doing, making the time to show up for them, and just how really important that is. I mean, I know you played some football, right, at Boys Town, and I played football. Rich, did you play football in high school? I played. I didn't play much in Millard. But prior to that, before a knee surgery, I had played a bunch. And my father never showed up. He was never there for anything, and he had like no real reason to be not there. You know what I mean? And that's something that I've never forgotten. And it makes me look at, I'm not exactly going to go out of my way for him at this point either. You know what I mean? Like, you never came for me.
Hey, hold that shit. I mean, that's 20, 30 years ago. That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to not show up for my kids.
No,
The other day, a week and a half ago, I was smoking a bunch of pulled pork for a church in Blair. And it was, you can't walk away from it. It's almost done. And the baseball game was starting, and it was, 35 minutes down the road. And so Diesel, I'm sorry, I ain't going to make it, dude. Like, I try, but I ended up getting the porks done and making it for like the last 15 minutes of the game, but
Probably the best 15 minutes of his game.
when I showed up, you know what I mean? It was definitely a, hey, dad came for me. You know what I mean? And you could see it. And I don't know how much you remember the the school things. And Rich, you probably still see some of this, like when they do their little choir things or whatever.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, twice a year.
You know,
That's
and-
what I saw.
they always just sit there and look in the crowd every single direction until they can find you.
Yeah, it changes their whole, it changes everything. It changes their attitude. It changes their participation. It makes a big difference. I remember, going to all of Faith's violin concerts and doing all that stuff. I mean, I at the end, I'd say even when they were younger, I made every one that I was in town for. I made.
Well, I mean, look, sometimes you can't be there, and I get it. But the point is to maybe, if it is a job thing, look for a way to alter your job.
Right.
To your family. Once they have been raised and they have aged, you don't get that back. You don't get. There's no takesy backsies.
Which is why I had said,
Sure.
previously, I wasted all that time chasing the bag, trying to get that money. I would have much rather made a lot less money. Obviously, I was doing what I was doing to, for the family, but I would have made a lot less money just to make sure that I was there all the time.
Yeah.
I tried to be there almost all the time.
Yeah.
But there was some things I wasn't able to do. So
That's
it's huge.
Bro, I probably would have still been stuck had I not had to have that back surgery and had something literally put me on the couch and have to show me what I was missing. And I probably still would have been that asshole that was trucking down the road and just missing them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, like father, like son, man. It's a fucking cycle, and you were doing it. I'm glad you're breaking it. I'm glad you recognize that. It's huge. That's huge.
yeah, well, and he wasn't working. He didn't want to have to drive the half hour. It wasn't the hour up from Lincoln, and it just, I don't know, man. I feel like try for your kids. Gage, there was a time where I lived in Lincoln. Gage was in Omaha, and I still tried to make every game, and there wasn't I quit a job because of not being able to go to games, and when I interview at places now, when I'm like, look, man, I will quit my job if you make me miss a football game.
I took a job making way less money just to make sure that I was I was there. I was around. That was after I had after I had recognized my defaults. And I was around. I had a lot more time. I made a lot less money, but I was there with the kids, and the kids appreciate it. I think the kids appreciate it, or they recognize it at least. Being, constant, always around, and I think that goes all the way to our relationship now, which you were just saying, like your relationship with your dad. My kids are with me all the time.
I love the relationship you have with your kids
Yeah,
now. That they're older, and I love that they want to come hang out. And I pray that that's where I end up. You know what I mean? Down the road, I'm not necessarily trying to be their friends necessarily now. I'm trying to teach them, but
I'll tell you what, man. If I knew that my kids were going to be my best friends when I got older, I would have had a shit ton more. You know what I mean? Like we'd have had a whole fucking football team, like you.
You're raising football
So,
players.
Right. So
I do enjoy having children. They are a ton of fun, and the highlight of my day is going home and seeing the kids.
absolutely.
I had to make the decision that where am I going to start putting the kids, and God, colleges, like if I have to pay for college, like football, they decide they don't like football for some reason, because I'll never financially recover from this.
That's what student loans are for. You let them take it out.
Oh, see, that's right. No, see, and and we've talked
Rob was
about
talking about student loans today. He's
$4
fucking
grand
20 years
left.
later. He's still paying on these
20
things.
years.
I am 100% student
shit.
loan free as of like last year.
Oh, you did take out those. I forgot about
Why,
that.
For
I'm
the
going to
fees
Phoenix
loan.
when I went down
That's right.
Yeah.
MF.
Yeah.
to MMI. I went down there, and then I did. I I went and got my CDL. I paid custom diesel.
That's got to feel better than paying a car off.
But everything's, well, dude, it took me like
I know, that's why.
18 years to pay it off.
It's a long haul. That's what I'm saying.
Rough.
I don't care if it's $40 a month. 18 years, $40 a month. Still tired.
God damn.
Yep. I would have, had I snapped back, I probably would have gone into some, electrical or something.
For sure. Hindsight's 2020. I
Yeah,
mean,
welding.
Obviously
That's all the money is now.
Yeah.
Especially those trades, welding and electrical.
I mean, a lot of these guys will put a big welder on their truck and just hit the road, and
I've seen that.
That's
The
easy
mobile repair. Well,
Yeah.
mobile repair stuff.
they kill it.
Those setups look to be pretty expensive though, because I don't know.
you're talking about the big ass welder in the back of the
Yeah.
truck. Oh, that's
They're all outfitted real nice.
big money.
Oh yeah. That's Gage. Gage says if he football doesn't work out for him, he talks about being a welder, and his
He's at that age to start learning it.
and his uncle, he actually does got a welding truck and drives around and does all that stuff. So I mean, he's got a good example there, and he's a great dude.
You know what, my buddy does a heating and air company. He owns his own heating and air company in town. And yesterday he posted. I mean, this kid is 9 years old. This kid is checking. He's checking lines and checking everything.
The 9-year-old.
The 9-year-old,
Wow.
he's just teaching his son how to do this stuff. And this kid is dying. He's going through figuring out what the problem is. And that was crazy, man. That was
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I love that.
Right.
That's straight setup for success. Right
Well,
there.
for sure. Yeah, and you know what? Buddy does well for himself.
You come in the door with experience, ain't even gone to school, no apprenticeship or something like that.
Like I was joking around with my buddy yesterday, and I said, "Your kid's gonna be a journeyman by the time he's fucking
That's what I was
13."
thinking, right?
Yeah.
He can pass the test.
Can't even legally get paid, but
Right.
Right.
That would be cool though.
That would be
Set
awesome,
him up a
man.
bank account.
That kid is gonna come out of high school and be set and be ready to go.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just off of the little experiences going out, hanging out with dad.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome for him.
Yeah, I got a couple buddies out where I'm at that haul cattle and things like that, and their kids will sit on their lap and shift the semi and things like that. I love that shit too. Like they post those videos.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Teaching these kids.
yeah, definitely teaching them something that is going to benefit them
Yeah,
down the
something
road.
valuable.
Not just yes, definitely valuable. Almost invaluable. I mean,
True.
because that stuff's going to stick with them, and they're going to go into, if they do go to a school for it, that's going to be solid A's, top of the class
Right.
stuff,
Yeah.
because they already know.
And you set up that work ethic in that kid,
Yeah.
at a very early age, and that's, I mean, it doesn't get better than that, And my old man instilled it in me when I was 3 years old, just how to hustle, how to go, knocking on neighbors' doors, asking them what they, what they need. I was 3 years old. I wanted to buy this bike. Well, my old man wasn't gonna, we were gonna go half.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know how to make money. I'm fucking 3. You know what I mean? Yeah, how am I supposed to do this? That guy taught me how to hustle. How to knock on doors and ask the neighbors. Obviously, I'm 3. I'm fucking. I'm pretty useless anyway. At that
Let me
age.
rake your leaves.
But later on in life, that's what happened. As I got older, I started doing driveways, started mowing lawns, started raking leaves, started just learning how to hustle and figuring out what the next hustle is going to be.
you had
all
it
the time.
instilled in you to figure out
All the
what's
time,
up.
yeah. Once you instill that hustle in that kid, you teach that kid how to make money. That kid will be good for he'll take care of himself.
It's like always figure it
Forever.
out.
Yep.
Always figure it out.
My kids want really bad to sit out here on the patio and sell lemonade to the golfers. I told them we'll get that done this summer at some
Yeah.
point, but yeah, that would be, they're already, dude, the first day school was out. Diesel said to me, "Hey, can we go sell lemonade?"
So are you gonna teach him how? Are you gonna make them pay for the cooler? Are you gonna make them pay for the cups? It takes money to make money. Are you gonna show them that process? Are you
The problem is I already got all this stuff.
okay? So you already have everything.
So
at home.
do I rent it to them?
No.
If you sell it with a
If- if-
50%
if-
markup,
if you have the stuff-
Right, rent it to
if you have the stuff, I mean, you're fine. But like I remember, I needed a new snow shovel. The snow shovel I had was, it had broke. There wasn't just another one to go grab. I had to spend the money to go make the money.
Yeah.
That was my first lesson in that. And
And that's valuable
I mean,
as hell.
it's
because they're
applies to everything in life.
Right.
well they're
Somewhere or another.
quick to just they'll play with their Switch and just set it on the couch and man, I come sit on that couch because it's black and we've got a black blanket on the couch. I sit on that Switch, bro. It's done.
Is it?
Well, I'm sure.
You
I
lost-
haven't yet.
You lost it up there.
But now you're dumb, dude. That was good.
Talking about your prison pocket.
Oh, shit.
Well played, sir.
Your handball.
No, I'm gonna crush it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Got him.
Yeah, that's rough. But showing up for the kids, man, and also with the way the world is today, man. Say your son wants to paint his nails black and long hair and all that. Like, do you feel like you say anything, or do you?
Absolutely.
Steve ain't even gonna let you finish. I was waiting for it. I'm looking at
Like, he was
like,
busting at the seams. He had to get that out.
Bro,
But I mean, if they know the ramifications of it,
they don't need to know the ramifications. They need to know that you're fucking. I'm gonna get canceled for sure. You know what?
it's just not going to work at your house.
It's not gonna be okay.
I mean, like
That's-
Diesel started growing a mullet and cutting
Well,
his hair that way, and I love it.
I think
I do what you want with your hair and all that. You know what I mean? I would definitely try to sway his opinion away from painting his nails and things like that are going to get him drugged. But if that's what you want to do, bro,
you're gonna let you get pick the nails.
if you want to face the sword, then face it. Like if you want to face people dragging you, if I have educated you on the potential consequences and you want to face the sword, then what am I to stop?
So, you mean like because obviously if your kid is doing that, your kid, they probably feel a little outcasted. So you're gonna let them outcast themselves even a little more.
I mean, I'm going to try to talk to them at home, but I'm not going to, I don't know, man. Who are we to really be telling them how to wear their hair and what to do, all that?
Holy shit! That's like the people used to have a hard time, with guys getting their ears pierced. When we were,
I don't know. Ear piercing has been around for a long time.
Right.
I
But
remember you had the
I'm just
single one with the, people used to rock the big long cross and
Right.
shit
used
like
to
that.
be some different shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kind of looking at what the hell is that, As you get older, you know what I'm saying? You rock them.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough one, man, right there. I don't know. I'm not gonna allow that.
But you got to remember, we talked about this before. They're gonna get exposed in this day and age. They're gonna get exposed to it
Mhm.
outside of the home.
Yeah, correct. But I think I'm gonna.
Because if you're not, if you're just crushing the resistance, at what point do they just start doing it behind your back and shit?
Well, then we end up with the society that we're in today, right? Then we let people go way too far with all this crazy shit. Trying to make trying not to hurt anybody's feelings, and like you guys all know, it's all fucking feelings for me.
Right.
But I
think, yeah.
I
think you got-
that was good.
No, I think you got to look at it from the perspective also, like these kids that, I don't know, these kids, I'm going to say a couple generations, so I don't know, I'll get canceled too. 20 and below. You're 21, right? All right. So 20 and below. These kids only know what they've been raised with. So, like, this painting their nails to, like, half the kids or whatever the number is, that's normal. Like when we saw a kid with painted nails when going to grade school in late 80s or 85 or whatever, like, what's wrong with that, dude? So but like these kids, that are younger,
Nowadays,
that's just the world that they believe to be like.
Man,
And
I'm
they
not
do
gonna
it.
say- I was gonna say I got
It fucks me up trying to think like that too, because like I'm with Steve, I'm like he wants to paint his nails, I'm probably gonna say something pretty wild.
I'm gonna.
But I don't. But like then I think about Matt, but like I go back to like these kids, that's normal to them. To me, it ain't. But
Is it normal because you're going to allow that to be normal?
No, I'm just
saying,
No, I'm just like-
because your son's 13,
Yeah.
right? So your kid comes home with painted nails,
No,
and
you ain't gonna come home with them.
well, I'm just saying. No, okay, so he's going to do it at your house. Your mom's gonna help him,
I was just saying what could happen. I was gonna say what could happen.
He knows Rob and him clown each other.
right? This is
Rob would drag him.
this is hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
No, but I
like,
feel you.
How's that gonna go in your house? I don't think that's.
I'd probably have a mild heart attack if I had to deal with that. To be honest with you,
What
getting anxiety right now.
Rich, you tell me.
Me?
Obviously, we know where Matt stands. Where are you at on this?
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, I guess I have to wait and see again for the fact is I do have a 9-year-old little girl at home. But my son, I don't have to worry about that. And my daughters, I don't have to worry about that.
Okay,
So
so
I have an opinion? I mean,
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm not gonna.
like I said, like he was saying, hypothetical situation. Your kid comes home. Your son is obviously older now. He's the same age as mine. If you're someone who came home at 12 years old, at 13, 14, 15.
Okay. I probably.
Where are you going with it, man? You gonna let that fly? Are you gonna let that
Honestly,
happen
no.
in your house?
I mean, I'm just gonna be real because you know what I'm saying. I just got to keep it real. Honestly, no. I'm gonna probably say go off like what you doing. Probably not those words per se, but you know what I'm saying. I'm all those
A lot
times,
harsher
like,
words.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna, I'll be vocal about it. I mean, I guess in the long run, if that's what he chose to be, I mean, I can't
No,
stop it.
I get it.
But I'm going to, I guess, educate, listen.
if you have
You're gonna
told
give it your
him-
best shot, right?
If you have
Yeah,
said
yeah.
to
and
him,
Matt threw that caveat out in the beginning.
if you have said to him, "Hey, they're gonna fucking drag you, bro.
Right.
They're gonna make fun of you. It's gonna be worse for you." Like,
Mhm.
if you have gave them the tools and said, "Hey, this is what it's gonna be like out there,"
But that's in a negative
is it worth
aspect.
stopping them?
But then again, so even though I'm saying what I'm saying, that I won't let that shit happen in my household, I completely understand that your point of view as are you supporting the kid? Are you going to let this kid figure everything out by himself? I understand that too. That's a tough line.
Yeah. It goes
Yeah,
back to
yeah,
what
it's hard.
That's why
It's
I'm
hard.
asking.
That is a tough one.
because I know every one of us here wants to support our children or
No, for
child
sure.
110%.
Yeah,
But you talk about something like this, it's like
I understand the old school in you wants to crush
For
the
sure, but-
resistance. I have, bro. I feel
Okay.
it. It's a little burn in here. I feel it. But I mean, this is me battling with shit at home and like kind of let's talk about it. Like not necessarily going through that now, but I know it's coming.
So, I went to a family gathering this
Yeah.
week, this weekend, and
Hi, Steve's mom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
kids started early.
This is clap back.
I'll be on my way down to Lincoln here in just a little bit. So,
Based on the timer, about 26
yeah,
minutes.
so, anyway, I went to a family gathering, and I found out there's
Was Matt there?
That was
no.
Okay.
I found out there's a 12-year-old in my family that says he's gay, right? Well, I feel like that's probably been pushed on him. I don't think
How old?
he's 12. How and I'm not saying that you don't know your sexuality as soon as you know it. Obviously, that's something that I've never dealt with. I gotta support him, right? At the same time, I gotta be like, "Fuck, kid, are you sure?" You're like,
Women are great, bro.
right. Well, I can't.
All of us been divorced as hell.
That was
Yeah.
it.
So I mean, it's I remember laying down that night, trying to process this, and that's crazy, because is the kid really gay? Or has the kid just been taught all this crazy shit in the public school system that, all this and that? Because I've seen I've seen plenty of lesbian chicks that, you know, the teenagers that are lesbians, that all of a sudden they have their, you know, all of a sudden they're getting married and they have this and that, right? Like everything switches. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's tough because you got to support your kid, because
Oh, you definitely got to
you got to show that kid love, right? Because otherwise you're going to create a fucking monster. You know, we've all seen all these kids doing all this crazy shit. It's probably because they weren't loved. Most of them. I mean, maybe some of them were loved. You know, whatever. Everybody has their own trigger. But I don't know, man. I've been trying to figure out how the fuck to deal with this, and I don't have to deal with it because it's not my kid.
Yeah.
But I was just,
And that's what makes it difficult, because, you know, we.
But I got to
In
be
Matt's
open minded.
case, he's got that coming. You know what I'm saying? He's got to walk that crossroad. You know what I'm saying? Us, you know, we don't. You know,
Right.
I mean, I do, I guess, with a little girl, because it works both ways. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I have to walk that crossroad when it comes. Me personally, I know there has been things already spoken about at home between me and my daughter. You know, so that way she knows. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, that's kind of that's where it's at right now. I don't know if it went full blown. I don't know how I'd react. I gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of in the moment type
Has to
situation.
happen before you
Yeah,
know.
it's in the moment type situation.
It's crazy. It's crazy that, you know. It's crazy. We
These are the times we live in.
yeah. Well, it's not even, you know, not even just the times, because let's say that the kid was gay in 1985. You know, we probably wouldn't have found out till 1997 that the kid was gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're right. It is the times. You know, you don't want your kid to feel like he's an outcast either. You know. You want,
But in the end, ultimately, does it matter?
does it matter if the kid is gay?
Yeah.
No, but the kid's gonna, you know, there's
You know that he's going to have some suffrage.
yeah, he's gonna have a tough time coming, you know, ahead of him.
I mean, yeah. So ultimately, it doesn't really matter, but you want to try to educate them about the pitfalls of what they're looking at. I mean, telling them, look, man, the nails and things are going to get you in trouble, and they're going to get you made fun of, and you know. But they're ultimately, it's kind of, we got to let them make their decision.
Right.
Faith said it. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. We can just try to direct and steer them in a way.
Same thing we did. You know, we all did the shit we did, and we were gonna, you know, you couldn't tell us any different.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do it anyways.
I guess.
I had no real direction. I was just trying to survive. It was, you know,
I think we were all.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think we were all there.
yeah,
We were
no,
all
I'm saying,
freaking
but
We
there
all went
wasn't
through a
like
crash course.
I didn't have what I wanted to be really when I grew up. I didn't have none of that really. It was just trying to survive the day to day. So I'm hopeful my kids won't ever have that. You know what I mean? They have something they want to be, and you know, Gage wants to play football or weld, and Diesel wants to fight fires and stuff. And I'm like, hey man, that's cool. You know, like that. You know, it's
The only thing you can do is set your kid up, I guess, you know, the best that you can, and set him up for success, and probably no matter what he does, you know, even, you know, maybe not focus on the fact that the kid is, you know, the kid's sexuality is this. Focus on other things and let him figure that out by himself. Maybe let that kid know that he's loved. But I don't know, man. You know,
Well, when Jen and I have been fighting, I have said to Gage, look, dude, if you are, it's not a big deal. It might be easier. I mean, you know, you can go fishing with the dude, and, you know, you go hunt and like have a good time, you know, like you don't have to have the argument. I was like, so if you are, bro, it is what it is. You know, I was like, I might have a joke or two, but like, you could have a really good hunting buddy.
Damn.
it's all right. You know, I would never judge anybody on their sexuality. That is what it is. But back to the thing. If my kid comes home with fucking nail polish on and shit like that, we're definitely gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, you hear that, Faith? She's got showing you the toenail polish
She doesn't
right
know
now.
how to, she's 21. She doesn't do that shit. I mean, she's more of a man than some of the boys.
I hear that.
I mean, and maybe I got something else happening there.
So this is hilarious. We didn't get to talk. I love you anyway. We didn't talk about this last week because Rich wasn't here, and I wanted to bring this back up while he was here. I got two of them that I saved for you, Rich.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about this.
And we had another guy get caught with snakes in his on his pants
You got
in a
snakes
bag.
and plants, huh?
He almost made it on the plane. It was almost snakes on a plane. Yeah. So apparently, man, smuggling these snakes is big business.
Is that right?
That's right. They're trying to get them through the Miami airport, man.
Well, imagine that.
But I mean, you got to figure you're getting
So
25.
How many are getting through the?
That's what's questioning. How many snakes are getting through the airport? And really, I mean, $2,500 to $5,000 a snake is decent money.
One at a time.
One at a time. Every time I fly.
Oh shit.
Oh, by way of Miami, huh? Puerto Rico by way of Miami.
No, they know Puerto Rico. From Puerto Rico. They ain't from Puerto Rico.
No, I said they was coming. They were flying out of Miami.
Oh,
I thought they
somewhere
were
else.
flying from Puerto Rico.
Nah.
So they were trying to.
So there's a Puerto Rican thing all of a sudden.
Well,
they were trying to get-
I thought that's why we saved it for you.
No, this one
Hey,
we did.
speaking of, we're on the way in the neighborhood today. You see that all the roofs getting done?
Oh
Yeah, every
Yeah, I
one
was-
of them.
bro,
Yes.
I felt like I needed
He
to
goes,
Rich
look at
off.
Bruce. He goes, there you go, Rich.
He did. He,
I said, hey, man.
Look at all these people hiring, bro.
Hey, you know what he said? They're not even doing it right.
But he don't do roofs.
Right?
Shit.
so this
That's good.
this place in the mall was trying to open a taco restaurant. Okay, and apparently when the mall was built, there was a clause in the contract that said it could only be sandwich shops. So this Indiana judge has ruled that the tacos
It's a
are
sandwich.
Mexican sandwiches.
Hey, man, let's get a torta in the way, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah, we keep
Well,
now.
Toga is a sandwich.
That's a fire-ass sandwich.
Right, but it's not a taco.
But now a taco's a sandwich, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Mexican sandwiches.
Yeah,
Mexican sandwiches.
that's what we all need. A little more Mexican sandwich in our life.
No, I live in Salto. There's Mexican sandwiches everywhere. Every fucking way. Every corner.
Oh,
Every bar you go into. Every dog. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around.
So this
Okay.
lady- but she's been trying to open this taco restaurant for 3 years and finally got a judge to rule that tacos are sandwiches, Mexican sandwiches.
Hmm.
I love that. If you want to go out for sandwiches tonight, man, just hit me up.
Okay, yeah. That past Tuesday.
There's a couple pizzas smoking right now
The
that's going to
Mexican-
be. No, they're not Mexican pizzas. No,
Yeah, you just gotta put some salsa in it. It'll be
You
okay.
fucking
There we
folded
go.
it
We
and
might-
you folded it in half as a sandwich.
we might have some salsa. Oh, what else do we got here? Let's see. It was this. So we were kind of talking about social media, YouTubers, and all this fun stuff.
This dude got hit with charges.
Yeah, this dude got charged and fined with a bunch of stuff. He apparently was shooting fireworks out of a helicopter at a speeding Lamborghini.
I saw this.
Out in the desert somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was cool, but he's looking at 10 years in the federal prison.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen the video.
You
Some out of a movie set.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
I read the headline to that and I was like, what the hell?
Is that
Yeah.
like shooting a firework? Is that like shooting a weapon?
I mean, are they
Man,
saying
man,
it
where
was
you at?
firing missiles?
It's
So-
it's a
Fire
projectile,
missiles.
right? So
So basically, placing an explosive or incendiary device on an aircraft's the charge.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just
I guess
putting it on there,
that
not
is a
even shooting
problem.
it.
That is a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
for multiple reasons.
I feel like you're not participating today. I think you need a little help today.
That's all right, man. We'll only drink half the bottle. Well, Steve will.
No, I'm about to go to bed.
Oh, I don't want to hear any excuses.
Yeah. No, Rich, you're doing good, buddy. You got an important test tomorrow. You do what you're supposed to do. Shooting fireworks out of a Lamborghini is not going to work. All right, man. We'll see. Hey, we'll see you in a little bit.
Where how'd Rich go?
He's
You gonna fill in for Rich? There you
he,
go.
so this is I know you don't really eat McDonald's anymore. I don't mess with McDonald's anymore.
Oh, fucking McDonald's is not kidding.
Bro, this guy has a cheeseburger from McDonald's from 1995, still in the wrapper.
Mhm.
It looks perfect.
Oh, and that's exactly why I don't
I'll probably eat it.
I don't like McDonald's. So
What'd you say, Rob?
I'll probably eat it.
did you know that Burger King, you know, they did the test with Burger King also. Burger King makes their shit out of, if you're gonna go fast food, I'm not saying you should go fast food, but if you're gonna go fast food, Burger King doesn't put all that shit in their
Patties.
in their patties, in their buns,
Really?
you know, and all that. You know, remember they came up with like this red bun.
Yeah, that. Yep.
You know, they didn't put any dyes. They didn't do any of that shit. You know,
That was just all.
it was beet juice. Beet juice
just
is
natural?
what changed the color. So, I mean, if there's one place that you're gonna eat, if you gotta eat it,
Probably the one.
I mean, Burger King. I'm not gonna condone any of it.
Burger King's fire.
Uh,
The Whopper. Oh,
As long as it's cooked right or cooked at all, sometimes it's trash.
Either way, if a 15-year-old
We don't want no
cheeseburger
cookies.
that still looks perfect is disgusting.
You said 1995 on there.
Oh yeah, so yeah, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Well,
28 years. 29. Yeah, that's
almost 30
fucking
years.
Crazy.
Almost 3 decades. So you missed it, Rich. 30-year-old cheeseburger from McDonald's.
You smash them.
Yeah,
4 to 5?
still looks just like it came out the
Bro, throw that motherfucker in the microwave.
yeah, just
Good.
like it just came out the microwave.
Almost
Yeah,
looks
before
better.
fried.
Look up.
That just goes to show what the hell we be eating, man.
Not good.
I try really hard not to mess with McDonald's or Burger King. Sometimes I'll do Don and Millie's.
Oh, that's the
They're
exception.
ranch.
That seems like real meat.
Well, yeah, it is real meat, right? I mean, it's grilled every day.
Yeah.
Right. Not that I'm trying to do a commercial for Don.
I thought you was about to.
We
bro.
just hungry, man. We should probably start eating before this, but
No,
Hey,
no,
that's what Rob
because
said.
then- no, because then the booze, you know, doesn't kick in.
Oh.
You know, you eat
And Steve
before you.
can't get his buzz.
I mean, if I'm gonna hang out with you guys, I want to get a buzz too.
so we talked about the dude last time in Georgia had the emotional support alligator.
Right.
Bro, they got this 104-year-old woman they had to catch an alligator in her home, and I'm questioning is it dude's emotional support alligator? He was just trying to hug the 104-year-old lady.
Is that the alligator right there?
Yeah, he was just a little guy.
So
No,
the alligator wasn't very old. The lady was.
Yeah, she was 104. The alligator.
That's like fucking jerky.
Hey, turkey.
That's fucking that alligator was just nibbling on that shit.
All right,
Yeah.
I figure they give this to the guy in Georgia, and we get 2 birds stoned at once. Hang on, I lost my mouse. Where is it?
You said 2 birds got stoned at once.
I said we get 2 birds stoned at once
Oh.
instead of
one stone, 2 birds.
Yeah.
Not
2
fucking
birds, 1 stone. Yeah,
2 birds.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
yeah. I just made it funny. Kind of.
I thought you were talking about getting birds high.
No.
I missed that whole fucking thing.
A little bit. So we have a.
Rich's camera.
My camera.
Oh, hey, what'd you do, buddy?
I didn't do that.
I know. Here, we'll get you back in here. Jesus, come on. There we go. Back on here.
Yeah.
Well,
So
there we
the
go.
technical difficulty.
It is
back,
Rich.
big boy.
I think Matt just fat fingered me, man.
What?
Pause.
I think Matt
Jesus.
probably got that on tape.
Got that on video.
Oh, we will clip that.
Absolutely.
That will be one of these
Absolutely.
buttons later.
Your feelings.
Mad fat fingered man. Jesus.
I always repeated it too. I had to stop myself. I was like, oh, I can't say that. Then I'll fucking be on there.
Oh, shit. That's the best part about it is I just don't clip myself.
Ain't that about bitch, dog?
You're noticing this,
Hey,
right?
I'm gonna need you to fix this.
I know, that's kind of a
Yeah, later.
Take your privileges back.
Oh yeah, he just watches the editing. So
It encourages it.
there's a China has an education influencer. Apparently, was huge in the deal in their social media stuff. She was seen on camera like hitting a bunch of children and smashing toys.
Oh, shit.
So her reputation has been changed a little bit.
Her reputation or her social status, or what do they call that shit over there?
I don't know.
In China, they have
They
that.
have like social IQ, or it's like
Yeah,
it's like a
it's
social credit score.
Right.
You know,
yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's
everybody has one. Like the government rates you, your interactions and where you go, and
it's fucking
everything,
bad.
bro.
It's a bad deal.
She apparently has 300,000 followers, has 33 years of experience in the field, and now she's been busted out for beating up people.
She broke a lot of toys. Though.
33 years of fucking smacking kids, fucking toys.
Right? It looks great on camera, you know, like, hey, look how good they are. Camera
Right.
goes off, you're like, whack!
Fuck. Better not get out of line again.
You know, that's something else we had talked about. You know, social media only shows you the things people want you to see.
Right.
You know, that's could be the case for this lady is she forgot to hit the power button before she hit the kids. Oh, suppressing children's interest isn't real education. It's an adult obsession with power and control.
Their interest?
I mean, some of these kids, yeah. There's going to be parents that are going to shit on your kids' interests or teachers.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There'll be parents, too.
you know, as long as it's probably not the teacher's job to, you know, show interest in their interest, but just to show, just to teach them what they need to know, not their own personal interests.
So this video, I watched this video of of an anchor on a news station. If I play this, it's going to screw up the audio.
What is it?
But a fly flies in and lands on her eye, and it's buzzing around here, right? And she like with her eyelash and knocks it. It lands on her lip, dude, and goes in her mouth, and she just swallows it and keeps moving.
Hey,
Like
she's
a
doing her
champ.
job.
She don't even like break scene. She just and moved on. Bro, I would be that shit happened right here, right now. I'm like trying to get it off my tongue. I'm not gonna
swallowed it.
Is she yes, that's exactly where I was gonna go with this. Is she a champ?
That won't
Is
get
she a
it.
champ?
She swallowed it.
I kind of walked into that, didn't I? I will totally show you the video after. Otherwise, it does eat up the audio.
Right,
We'll
that's
figure out how to fix that someday. But yeah, it was. She just winks it down. It falls on her lip, and she just.
She got fake eyelashes, bro. She got the what do they call them? Cum catchers, cumbrellas.
I mean, they look pretty long. But you can see the fly right there, dude, and it goes right down here onto her lip and then right into her mouth. And she doesn't even stumble, dude. I would lose my shit right here on camera.
Why does it look like Darth Vader? Face like I don't know. It's like a fake picture.
She's got a fly in her fucking face.
The video, it was funny. Ugh.
She's a keeper.
Another student.
shit.
We talked about the no social media until after high school. Influencer pays a person that cannot swim $20 to jump in a lake and then flees when she cries for help.
They pay her $20
Yeah.
to jump in a lake, and he fucking These are out to dry. Well, not to dry, not to drown.
It was a she.
Isn't there like some charge for like helping facilitate murder or
Bro,
like
that-
someone's death? Like,
Sounds like something I'm not trying to be involved in.
Fuck no.
read about it here.
I mean, and you got to be a real piece of shit to listen to somebody screaming like "I'm gonna
And not
die"
react,
and just
yeah.
run away.
110%.
That's salty as hell. I don't know if we. Her name was Natalie Reynolds in Texas.
Go ahead. All you social media guys, look her all up.
Bro,
Uh,
$20 to jump in the lake. Like,
What's
I don't
that?
know.
There's a
I guess,
frozen
man.
lake
I don't
over
know, man. You can find somebody desperate enough; they'll jump in for $20. I personally am not.
Uh,
there. Yeah, $5 you can get a crackhead to eat the fucking chip, the chip challenge. You just watch that motherfucker.
Those videos are.
You
out
see
there.
those videos all over.
Yeah, you do.
The ghost pepper chips.
Now,
Yeah.
Diesel,
Oh shit.
he's been watching. He watched. I don't know. There's some Hulu.
Do you remember bum fights?
Yeah, I do.
I'm just saying.
That shit was
Just
awesome.
remember that shit.
There's some Hulu thing that he was like, I want to pick up some, I want to do like the spicy food challenge or spicy chip challenge, and I'm like, okay, bro, I'll go buy you some shit and I'll watch you scream and cry and complain about how much it sucks just so you learn this fucking lesson. And he's looking at me like, what? And I'm like, we're gonna go to the dollar store and I'll buy you the jalapeno Cheetos and the flaming hot whatever the fucks. And when you're screaming and crying, I'm gonna laugh at you and I'm not gonna assist you. If that's where you want to go, if you want to take these social media challenges and you want to hurt yourself, I'll facilitate that so you can do it here and learn your
I'm gonna
fucking
green
lesson
light
in front
my
of me.
kid and then facilitate him hurting himself.
Bro, look, is he going to do it here or is he going to do it out with his buddies? Can I teach him the lesson right now?
No, for sure.
Let's burn your fucking mouth here. And when you're, seven years old or when you're out with your buddies and they're like, hey man, just chug this bottle.
Say, or you forget
That shit's coming anyway.
Yeah,
You guys,
but
remember, you guys remember Mad Dog? Mad Dog 2020. Oh, it's a good. Yeah, it's a good egg already. Just thinking about
The
it.
one that got me the worst was the Hot Damn 100.
Oh, yeah. What was the one shit? The aftershock had the crystals in it. Everybody thought, oh, that's fucking candy.
Yeah.
Oh, those aren't candy. Well,
There was a couple of those back in
Bro,
the
that Hot Damn
Golden
100,
Saga.
that spicy stuff,
Tangeray.
there was a birthday.
Oh,
It might have been
Tanqueray.
my 15th birthday.
Nobody drinks gin except for fucking 16-year-old fucking kids.
gin's
No,
disgusting.
nobody
I
drinks
don't
that
think
shit.
I've ever had
16.
gin.
No,
Keep
I-
it that way.
I don't think I've ever had
it
gin.
doesn't even come up in conversation. Want to take a shot? Yeah, give me a shot of Tangeray.
No.
What?
Who
Nobody
does
says that.
Tequila or whiskey.
Yeah. I remember one time I had I used to own that bar,
Yeah. Which one?
Doc's.
Yeah.
So when I owned that bar, I had to go pick up Tangeray. I don't know. There was one guy there that drank it. Well, that thing was in the back seat of my car, rolling around. It fucking broke,
Oh.
and my car smelled like pine forever because of that fucking
I
Tangeray.
mean, I guess it's better.
And I had never drank Tangeray, so I didn't know it was that pine smell.
Yeah.
This is like fucking pine saw. How the fuck are you gonna drink that shit?
Worse
That
than
is
pine saw,
gross.
bro.
I absolutely, I want nothing to do with that.
Oh yeah.
So we've occasionally we kind of we dance with the mental health topic here, and
Yeah,
someday
we know.
we'll probably get into it a little more. But
We're all
apparently
fucking nuts.
Elmo
Kidding
asked however Elmo, the Sesame Street character, he's got his own Twitter page.
Okay.
So he went on Twitter
Is
and
he
asked,
like? Is he like fucking Kermit the Frog? Fucking cucumbers popping.
I haven't seen that video yet.
Oh, shit.
No, I've seen
Oh.
Elmo on cocaine video.
Oh, I
but I
have
haven't
seen
seen
that.
Elmo's Throck video.
I'm Elmo. This guy fucking
do the voice, do the voice, Rich.
You can do-
that?
What up, Shouty?
What's up, Shawty?
So Elmo went online and asked how everybody's doing, and apparently it was a snowball effect, and some were like, "Okay, I'm doing good," and
How
then
many
some people
follow
were like,
Elmo?
apparently a lot. But
It's these fucking kids nowadays.
so no, this was adults, bro. This is
I know it was adults now.
answering this question, but they're all went down. How many does he got? 608,000 followers, homie.
Holy shit!
Elmo?
Elmo
That don't even suck.
Damn.
Elmo got 608,000 followers. So it snowballed, and everybody is telling Elmo why their day or life sucks on Instagram and X, and basically broke Elmo down into a counselor. And
What's this world coming to?
bro, it all kind of shows though we all kind of need somebody to talk to, somebody to vent to, somebody that's going to call us when we're fucked up, or not answering the phone, or going to show up and beat on the door.
From that perspective,
That's
yes.
kind of why I did this
Yeah.
story here. Was I wanted to say, get at your people.
For sure.
There, it's
Just the other day I had to call and check on this guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't able.
Yeah.
I mean, I made it I made it a personal
Yeah.
call just to say, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people don't have that support. That's
True.
tough.
it sucks.
That would be
We are
tough.
blessed that we have, bro. We get together once a week and drink whiskey and kind of hash out things. Like we have a pretty decent support system if you look at things. Grover got Grover.
How many does Cookie Monster have?
Grover grumpy ass got 216,000.
Cookie Monster, look him up.
Check on Dora the
A bunch
Explorer.
of fat bitches in there fucking eating.
What if the Kool-Aid man got
I'm a
Kool-Aid
fat
man
fucker.
got
He switched up that red shirt.
Oh yeah, Cookie Monster got 633.
See?
Yeah.
Cookie Monster is almost as much as it counts as Elmo.
Tell me the Kool-Aid man got one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just ask him.
So, but
How many?
oh shut up. Then they got 78,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm all right. Yeah, I would be all right with 78,000.
Kool-Aid's a Nebraska
look
guy.
at look at his bio.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact is, everybody's reaching out to Elmo. They don't have people to talk to.
Yeah.
Look at the people we ain't talked to in a minute and reach out to them. Send them a text. How many times a week? I mean, I probably text y'all once a week some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Just
Thanks me every day.
well, yeah. It's
And I love it. I do love it. I mean,
Yeah.
my phone blows the fuck up, but I love it. It does show that there's some support there, right? Your people are there for you.
well, I mean, and even though you're maybe going through some things, reach out to them because that maybe y'all can collaborate on a way to get your shit together.
I reached out to a buddy of mine the other day, a guy that I hadn't talked to in a couple of years, a guy I used to work with, and just to something told me to reach out to him. I reached out. Come to find out, this guy's going through the worst time of his fucking life. He's he lost his job. He's fucking he's going through a divorce. He's like, I'm doing real bad, man. He said that's crazy that you reached out. You reached out. I only reached out to say hello. I only reached out just to see how you're doing.
That's all that matters sometimes.
And he's like your intuition was crazy that that you reached out this particular time.
That timing is.
But you're right, man. Just reaching out and just saying hello. I mean that changed. I'm sure that changed his
day.
whole right.
Sure.
I mean he made it a point to let me know that.
Right.
Well, there's times when I haven't heard from somebody in a minute, and I'll just text them, "Hey, love you, bro.
Yeah.
Hope everything's good."
Yeah.
And I may not hear anything back, and but I generally get a response, and 80% of the time it's, "Bro, I needed that right now."
Yeah.
So I mean, it's take the time to look at your people, and we're all struggling. We're all going through something, whether we're voicing it or not.
That goes
Whether
for
it's
everybody.
whether it's the battle with our weight, whether it's the battle with the kids, whether
It's
it's
the battling between your fucking ears, man.
yeah, man,
That
we're
battle's
all
probably the worst.
we are all fighting a battle that nobody can see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just you're not fighting alone. You're not fighting alone. You just got to reach out, man, to somebody. Go knock on a door if you can't get them on the phone. If the text ain't working, you know what I mean. Just
let that motherfucker know that you still love him.
Yeah.
Like, you're still here.
You're there,
You know,
regardless.
we got a, you know, we got a group of friends that we probably still, you know, we probably need to reach out and just let them know that hey man, we're still here. We're
That's true.
and we are still here. Let's bring a couple of those guys on the show, man, just to see how they're doing.
yeah,
Actually, might be a great idea.
yeah, it would.
We know a lot of other broken people out there just like us.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So
it's man. There's some. It's as simple as a text sometimes. We'll pick things up here a little bit now that everybody's ready to hug each other. This dude, Adam Spencer, stole 17 cans of Pringles
once you pop, you can't stop.
from a gas station. I swear to you, bro, when
That's
the
what the headline
police
says.
When the police
Yeah.
caught him, they caught him around 4:20 a.m. or around 4:20 a.m. He stole 300 pounds worth of stock from the store. But when the police caught him, they said, "Once you pop, you can't stop."
Such a stupid fucking slogan. It's true as fuck.
Oh yeah, when was the last? I mean, I do pretty good about trying to stop about halfway through.
I don't like Pringles anyway, so I guess I don't have that problem.
Well, I like it because you can't crush them, and I'll keep a tube in the truck.
Keep it too
Probably
Pringles.
after that.
As soon as I said it, I knew that it was going to go sideways.
Keeps it too.
Yeah, this is something I
Loves
don't
it
like
too.
about the new world here. All the AI. We all know AI is someday going to take over everything.
So I talked to a buddy of mine. He works for this company, this analytics, whatever. He works at this company in Miami. You know him. It's an old friend of ours. Well, old friend of mine, but that I've introduced you to. Now he was over in Seattle, learning about all this AI. And I had this whole conversation with him. I was like, AI is like fucking. What is that from
Skynet or
Skynet, right? It eventually, Google, Skynet, all this. That's what I feel like this world's coming to. And he goes through and he tells me, no, AI only knows what you teach it, only knows how to respond to certain things and this and that. A lot of people have a misunderstanding. I don't know that that's so true, but I feel like eventually once it learns
Bro,
enough,
if it can learn, it's gonna.
it'll eventually have its own thoughts, right? I feel like
That's
that.
the
Am I
that's the
wrong for
biggest
feeling
fear
like
of
that?
it.
No, I feel like it's gonna have eventually its own thoughts.
Right.
There's gonna be a dark side to AI.
I feel
Of course.
This is
How do you feed something thoughts though?
because if
Not facts.
But I mean, it's obvious. It's obviously storing this
Remember
information at
Lawnmower
some
Man
point.
when
So
we
it can
were kids?
regurgitate.
Lawnmower Man.
But does it at
That's
some
what the
point?
internet's been doing for years already.
No,
Does-
there's
at some
definitely
point,
a gray
does it have
area
a
where
pack-
it has too much?
Does it have a file of gray area? Like, does it create its own gray area?
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, in my opinion, absolutely. I think Steve's right. It's kind of inevitable though.
consciousness, does it happen in AI? As of right now, they say it doesn't.
Well, bro, I'll tell you a lot of shit if I'm trying to sell you something.
For sure.
Look,
Fucking salesman.
this guy used AI to alter text messages to make his boss sound racist. He used AI to try to get his boss fired.
And there's 5 million nefarious things it could be used for.
Oh yeah.
Like this is
Just one of them.
This is-
This is just
surface.
an example of where we're headed. They can use it for their homework. They can use it to write. Bro, you can use it to make yourself put yourself in a song. I've seen these apps on Facebook that are
Well,
like use
I mean,
AI to
you've
put
heard,
your
like-
voice in a song. And
I mean, they put Biggie on a 50 Cent song. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I mean? Like they use his voice. He used, all this crazy shit that wasn't possible before. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, this dude was trying to get it. He was a teacher at a school or an athletic director, and he was trying to get the principal to appear racist.
Hmm.
So he
That was his best way. I figured there's probably better ways to do that.
well they made a voice recording essentially of the principal's voice and use the AI
To
generation
alter the words.
to do it, so it sounded like the principal was talking to dude on a voice message,
Yep.
trying to get him
So
fired.
through AI, a friend, my son, a friend of mine reached out to him the other day, needed some money, right? And of course, my son's like, "Well, hey, this is my dad's friend.
It was fake.
You know, if he needs something, I'll make sure that if we take care of him, Sure enough, man, he FaceTimed him and everything. He FaceTimed him
With an
Because-
AI video?
with the AI video
Oh,
and had a whole conversation with him, with my buddy's face. It wasn't my buddy at all.
I had some dude hit me up yesterday, like, "Hey man, can I get $20?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, meet me at Walmart."
Yeah, so
He's like, "Oh, I'm not around right now." I'm like, "Oh, tough shit."
Any way you can Venmo me, any
Yeah, I'm
way
not.
you can.
I'm not.
No,
No,
motherfucker. No,
send it through Facebook
I
app. No, hell.
don't do any of that shit. I was on Facebook the other day trying to buy something online. I was gonna meet up with them. It's like $300. They're like, "Well, you want to put a deposit on it just to hold it?" I was like, "No, I got cash. I got cash in my pocket. I'm ready to go when you are."
I had somebody that was like, "Hey, I want to be the tattoo artist for your studio. Send me $300 and I'll start designing your tattoo." And I'm like, "No, man, you're full of shit." I was like, "I'll bring cash down to the studio." He's telling me he was at the place on 84th there by your meat shop.
American Tattoo.
Yeah,
over
he
there.
was telling me he was over there, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll bring cash down to the studio on Monday." And he's like, "Oh, we don't take cash at the studio." I'm like, "You're full of shit."
You're so
Right.
full of shit.
Yeah.
Do you
So,
think that guy? Does that tattoo artist want to fucking?
I'll waste a good half hour of your time though. I'll find a way.
I'll
Rob and
that's some of
Rob
the-
and I probably killed 20 minutes of this dude's
Fuck
time
with this dude.
yesterday. About and it just ended with, "If you can meet me at Walmart, bro, cool, bet I'll give you $20." You know what I mean? He wanted 200. I'm like, "I'll give you $20 to get through with your life. You meet me at Walmart." Ain't gonna happen. Well, man, I'm sorry, bro.
Your feelings. Right.
Like, I'll help you if you're a legit person and you're willing to come meet me. I'm a decent person. I'll try to help you. I may never see the $20 again. Fuck
Most likely won't. That's
it.
different.
Fuck it.
Right. But
But I know you're going to go eat, right? Like, if that's what your real ultimate goal was, is to go buy a sandwich, hopefully you spend that $20, and I'm probably out $20, but I'll feel better about life, I guess.
some random fuck just giving him $20 to go eat dinner.
Well, I knew it was bullshit, but
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, man? If you really are that hungry, come meet me, and I'll give you the $20.
Let's talk about that real quick. Yeah, I know we're just about done.
No, we're done, but we'll
Are we
go
done?
ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
I know, like,
Nobody tells me when to hit
no, it's
stop.
all right. Yeah, we'll save-
nobody
no,
tells
we'll
me
save it
when
for
to hit
another
stop.
conversation. Nah, fucking end it. We're good.
No,
I just told you, motherfucker.
Let's go. What you got?
No. We'll save it for another show.
Oh hell! Now we're gonna cliffhanger.
Okay. No, it's not even. I'm just saying, like as far as that goes, like loaning people money, or doing a favor for a friend. It's always sometimes you don't get that money back, or you never hear from them again, right? You expect to get the money back. They tell you you're gonna get the money back. Sometimes, man, it's cheaper just to fucking hey, just pay up just to get them the fuck out of your life.
Most of the time, I mean, I calculated decisions on who if I'm gonna help somebody or loan somebody.
Me too, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah,
It
no,
doesn't
I
work
like
out in
to
our favor.
hope. I like to hope
Right.
that I at least, get it back. But I'm not gonna.
Right. I'm gonna hold my breath on it, man. That money lost, Hey, you know what? To not hear from that fuck, if they are really that type of person,
Yeah.
to not hear from them
Right.
again, or to not have them in your life, it's way cheaper just to fucking pay them to get out.
Yeah. It's essentially,
Right.
what was that?
That movie, what was that
Bronx
movie?
Tale.
Bronx Tale, yeah.
Yeah. He owes you $20. You just spent $20 to get him out your life.
Right.
That was a great movie.
Best $20 spent.
Bronx Tale.
Yeah, that was a great movie. But See, that was worth telling, bro.
It wasn't worth telling. I mean, we could have made a whole show
Could
about
have
it.
been show 11.
This motherfucker owed me $300.
Nice. Well, have a great week, fellas. We're big plans. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good day.